What if I told you that Breaking Bad revealed its ending in the very first episode? Not as a vague hint, not as a metaphor, as a direct, deliberate clue hidden in plain sight while you were too busy watching Walter White cook meth in his underwear to notice it. The writers of Breaking Bad didn't just tell a great story. They planted a roadmap of exactly where it was going, in the colors characters wear, the objects sitting on shelves, and lines of dialogue that sound ordinary the first time you hear them. By the end of this video, you're going to want to rewatch the entire series, and you'll never look at it the same way again. Let's start with something hiding in front of you the entire time: Walter White's clothes. In Season 1, Walt almost exclusively wears green, tan, and yellow. These are earthy, passive chemistry teacher colors. Safe, forgettable, invisible. Watch what happens to his wardrobe as the series progresses. The greens and tans slowly disappear, replaced by black. By Season 5, Walt is almost always in dark clothing, and the transformation is complete. The costume department confirmed this was completely intentional. Walt's wardrobe literally tracks his moral decay, one episode at a time. You were watching a man die and become a monster, and his clothes were telling you the whole time. Season 4 ends with one of the biggest twists in the show's history: the revelation that Walt poisoned a child named Brock to manipulate Jesse. Audiences were shocked, but the show told you it was coming. 2 full episodes before the reveal, the camera slowly pans across Walt's backyard and lingers, for just a moment, on a potted plant sitting near the pool. It's a lily of the valley, a plant that is highly toxic if ingested. Most viewers assumed it was set dressing. It wasn't. Vince Gilligan put it there on purpose, trusting that on a rewatch, you'd stop and feel the chill of exactly what Walt had already decided to do. Season 2 opens with a series of eerie black and white flash-forwards, evidence bags, yellow crime scene tape, a charred pink teddy bear floating in Walt's pool, and one glass eye staring up at the sky. For the entire season, audiences theorized about what these images meant. A murder? An explosion? Walt's death? What made it brilliant was that the teddy bear wasn't a symbol of something coming. It was already there. The writers structured the entire season so that the final piece of the puzzle, the mid-air collision of Wayfarer 515, only makes sense once you realize that Walt's choices, refusing to answer his phone, letting Jane die, set off a chain reaction that brought that plane down over his house. The eye staring up at the sky wasn't watching the future. It was watching Walt. In Season 4, Walt delivers one of the most quoted speeches in television history to Skyler. "I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger. A man opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks." Most people remember it as a badass moment. What they miss is the foreshadowing hidden inside it. Walt dies knocking on a door. In the series finale, he arrives at the white supremacist compound, knocks, and the chain of events that leads to his death begins. The man who declared he is the one who knocks is ultimately killed because of a knock. Every season, on Walt's birthday, Skyler arranges his bacon on his breakfast plate in the shape of his age. It's a small, warm family tradition. In the series finale, flash forward, Walt is alone in a diner on his 52nd birthday. He's in exile. His family is gone. He takes the bacon off his plate himself and arranges it into the number 52. He recreates the tradition alone by himself because there's nobody left to do it for him. It's one of the quietest, most devastating details in the entire show. And it's been set up since episode 1. Hank Schrader's obsession with collecting minerals seems like a character quirk, something to fill his time while he's stuck at home recovering from his injuries. But look closer. Hank is a man digging for something. He just doesn't know what it is yet. And his instincts are always pointing toward Walt. He just never lets himself believe what he's seeing. His mineral collection is the show telling you, quietly, that Hank is a miner at heart. And eventually, he digs up exactly what he's been unconsciously looking for the entire time, in the desert, of all places, where Walt buried his money. The mineral obsession wasn't a quirk. It was a character map. In Season 5, Walt forces a rival drug distributor to say the name Heisenberg out loud. It's a power move, Walt demanding acknowledgement of exactly who he's become. But go back to the pilot episode. Walt is introduced as a man nobody sees, Students ignore him, his boss humiliates him, his name means nothing. The entire arc of Walter White is the journey of a man who spent his whole life being invisible, deciding, in the most destructive way possible, that the world will know his name before he dies. Say My Name isn't a cool Season 5 moment. It's the thesis statement of the entire series, spoken out loud 5 seasons after the story began. In the very first episode, Walt teaches his class a definition of chemistry. He says, chemistry is the study of change. That's it. That's the whole show. In the first 5 minutes, Vince Gilligan told you exactly what Breaking Bad is about. Transformation. Decay. A man who changes at a molecular level until there is nothing left of who he was. Walt wasn't just teaching chemistry, he was narrating his own story.